North Node and divine timing. Some of y'all are already there, and some of y'all are walking into your North Node. Look at all this blue. All of these downloads that you've been getting about what your purpose is, what direction you need to be headed in, and how to trust in divine timing. So you may be feeling like your world is out of order right now, but you know it's always chaos before the calm, and you know it's always calm before the storm. But either way it go, no matter what side that you on, if you are doing things in the upright, it's always going to balance out in your favor. Okay, so what's the overall message? Love and reverse. For some of y'all, it's not time to put your feelings into people. I feel like with some of y'all that's moving into your North Node and may just be moving into your purpose, you don't need any attachments right now, because it's time to trust in yourself and trust where you are being led. And you don't need any attachment, because right now when you are stepping into your purpose, you be attracting the wrong energy. You be attracting the people that want to be attached to your purpose without putting in the hard work for it. Okay, you don't want to be attracting the wrong people. Wish in reverse. Exactly. You're not out here granting wishes. They got to build with you, or they have to sit on the sidelines, and you have to choose if you want them to be a part of your game or not. Y'all just can't let people piggyback off of you, because that's what they've been trying to do for so long. So what's the overall message? Guarded in reverse, but still open up to change. And like I said in the beginning, it may be a roller coaster from you guys that's just now moving into your North Node, but it's worth the journey. We got tragedy. It's worth the journey. Old things got to fall off. Masks got to fall off so that you can get to your wish fulfillment. Okay? So whatever is happening right now, it is definitely divinely guided to happen. So this is where we're going to stop right here. Okay? All right. So that's a good overall energy. Some turbulence. Y'all going through some turbulence, but it's divine guided. It's supposed to happen. I see all good energies going on, but I feel like a lot of things are falling off so that you are able to listen. That blue and those stars, those are downloads so that y'all are able to hear clearly about what's going on. Exactly. Bottom of the dead, third eye with the clarity. Yeah, y'all are being divinely guided. I love it. I love it. Okay. So I think it's going to be a positive message this morning. Ain't nothing wrong with that. Yeah, so y'all are stepping into your purpose now. Where y'all, for some of y'all, with masks, it may not just be the people that's around you, but a mask or a layer of yourselves may be falling off as well, so that you can be birthed or transform from that caterpillar stage or wherever you are into a butterfly. Okay, so that's not a bad thing either. Okay, so Spirit, what's the message? What do you want us to know? Security in reverse. Be careful not to be drawn into false sense of security. Y'all heard me when I said love in reverse. It's just not that time for some of y'all right now. Perspective. Exactly. It's not that time for y'all right now. But y'all getting the download. Y'all getting the downloads on how to move into your purpose and what you are meant to change. Y'all see how the perspective card, this little boy, is looking at the sky. And it say divine timing and trust. It was like this. He was looking just like this. Look how he's looking at the sky to his purpose. Look how he manifesting. Look how he changing his perspective. And kids got big imagination. So for some of y'all need to tap into your energy child. And that'll help you out as well. And you can do that by watching the cartoon that you used to watch when you was younger. Eating some of the candy, some of the food. Go some of the places that you used to go. And sometimes you'll get downloads from there. Sometimes it'll help you get inspired or re-inspired. Okay? I do it all the time. A lot of things that people don't know about me, that every weekend after I get through cleaning up the house, I eat peach rings and I watch cartoons. I still do it. So, don't be afraid to tap into your inner child. Okay, vices in reverse. I told y'all with the mask, old things are falling off. Old layers of yourself are falling off. You don't need anything that's addictive attached to you when you are stepping into your new purpose. Now it's okay to indulge in that thing, but now not to the point where it's stopping you from making necessary changes in your life. Okay. Whatever you do, we are living a human experience. It's supposed to be enjoyed, but it's not supposed to stop you from moving into your purpose. Okay. What else you want us to know, Spirit? Be here now. Be in the presence. I just said that in so many ways. I just said that being in now. Look, life is too short to be living in the past. You just can't stay stuck on one ideology or one perspective your whole life. You're supposed to keep changing. You're supposed to keep evolving. You're supposed to keep finding different layers of yourself. Be patient in reverse and don't rush the process, because when y'all are fighting to get to a certain point in life, you forget about the journey that goes on when you actually go through the lessons and the obstacles that it takes you to get there. For some of y'all, it's going to be a roller coaster. For some of y'all, it's going to be a tragedy. But as you keep growing and as you evolve, and that mask is going to fall off, and you're going to be able to get to your wish fulfillment. Okay. And sometimes people will turn that into purpose, no matter how their life went. That's where you get these books from. That's where you get these tell-all books from. That's where you get these movies from. How do you think these people get inspired? Some of these, it either be about your life or the person's life, or it can be about how they watch somebody around them grow up. That's how people get their ideas when it comes to the media. So don't rush the process. Enjoy the process. And if you're not making a story about you, somebody out there is making a story about you, or they're going to come to you and want to make your story something bigger. Okay. So don't never be afraid to try new things and step outside of the box if that's what you want to do. Give me a couple more. I like this reading. Okay. Speak your truth about what happened. So I don't know what caused y'all to go through some of the things that you go through. Spirit's not going to reveal that, and that's okay. But basically what the reading is saying is, trust in divine timing. What you are going through is a part of your purpose. Change your perspective, and, don't play victim to the situation. Realizing that being a part of the wrong love or overgiving, thinking that your wishes is gonna come true because you are so guarded to change, is the reason why you went through these roller coasters and these tragedies in life. And once you take that mask off from people pleasing other people, you are now being guided to what you really wish for. Y'all know how sometimes we'll ask God for something thinking that we want it, and then when we get it, we realize we don't want it anymore. And then the thing that we allow divine timing to come in with was the thing that we wanted the whole time. And I don't know why I keep saying this, but so many times I've said that before we came down here, God already knew, or the Most High already knew what was going to be. They knew our whole destiny. They knew all of that. So we really be putting ourselves through this for no reason, but it's all a part of the human experience. That's why you don't supposed to get in a spot and stay there too long. Okay, so it's okay to be in the present now and speak the truth and tell what happened. It's okay to tell it in confidence, because the masks are falling off for some of y'all that had to go through so much tragedy just to be a part of where you are now, just to be a part of your North Node now. It's all a story for you to transmute that energy and turn it into power. Okay, but some of y'all got too much pride because you were afraid about what happened, and you are afraid to let go of the necessary sacrifices and stand in your strength. Okay. But some others of y'all are receiving that clarity to, I don't want to stay where I am. I want to help. I want to use my gifts to help other people, and so forth. So you just have to change your perspective about it a little bit. And I know that we all human, we all hurt, but some of the best life lessons are learned through pain. So what is the message? Because the way that we opened up, it seemed like we were about to tap into something. So let's see what the lesson of the day is. Because I feel like tarot, it tells lessons. The oracle cards tell us what the subject is going to be about. Like we in school or something. All right? Spirit, what's the message? starting in reverse. Somebody is not healing. Somebody may feel like they're blocked, or somebody is stuck in a situation where they are focused on everything that's going wrong about the situation, and that's falling on top of perspective. They're not changing their perspective about the situation. They are remaining closed-minded. Okay, what else? Yeah, they remaining blocked off. They're remaining imbalanced, staying reckless, staying stuck to their vices, trying to cope through their vices. They refuse to let go of the situation to change their perspective. They refuse to give up the control of thinking that they can balance things out on their own. They refuse to stop being reckless. They refuse to release the past, and that's why we are where we are in this reading right now. See, it was supposed to be something for this person's good, but because this person is stuck in this victim, woe is me mentality, overindulging, cause further more imbalances for themselves. They are not able to be in the present moment and release what no longer serves them, just so they can bring peace back to their life. What else? Yeah, so that they can bring something that's more fulfilling to them. You can't attract what you want if you keep overindulging in things that's not good for you. But this person is stuck in their pride and ego. They're stuck in their pride and ego. And the way that they cope is overindulging in things that's not good for them. Got the Page of Cups. Yeah, this person wants love, though. They want love, but this person is too codependent. This person is too codependent, and that's why divine timing is trying to push this person out of that mindset to let go of love right now, so that we can work on you. We can help you balance all of these emotions. We got Garden in reverse, roller coaster, tragedy, mask in reverse, and fulfillment. This person is going through a lot of emotional turmoil, and God is trying to help this person balance it out by being in the now, being in the present, working on your issue, balancing your emotions out, speaking your truth. Speak up if something is bothering you. Speak up if something is upsetting you. Speak up if you feel like you cannot handle it on your own. Tell people what happened. You got to do that to start the healing process. Whether you go to a spiritualist, whether you go through a therapist, where you have somebody around you that really cares about what you're talking about. You can even go into meditation and start writing. At some point, I didn't have nobody to talk to at all, and that's when I started doing a lot of creative writing, and it went from there. Yeah. Because you got hidden helpers waiting to support you. We all got helpers, whether they're in the physical or whether they are on the other side. But this person has become so dependent on the materialistic things that they have now transmuted that into something that does not work for them. Instead of them finding a creative expression, they have transmuted their energy by giving their love to people that they are financially codependent on, or that can bring them vices to help them cope with the fact that they got bigger issues that they need to solve. But this person doesn't feel safe. I see this little kid here with the security in the reverse. This person does not feel safe, and if your root balance is off, then there's no way that you can start the healing process, because you're still acting out on survival mode. That is for somebody. But that's the clarity that is the clarity that the Most High is trying to bring to somebody about the mask that they are wearing. They trying to get this person to take the mask off and do the inner work. But we got inner growth in reverse. They need to do the shadow work. They need to do the inner work so that they can come into union for what Most High have for them. But right now they are projecting their hurt and their pain on others instead of speaking up and really addressing the problem. Okay, we're gonna get a few more. I told you, this is a good message. This is powerful. I know a lot of people, when it comes to actually learning and actually seeing how tarot can really help people don't want to see that part. They like all the comment readings, they like spying on people, but this is the part that I like to show people, that tarot can really help you. Because you can go in a therapy session and somebody can sit there and waste a whole hour there, just allowing the therapist to make money off of them. But if we already know what's wrong with you when you come up in there, then we can start the healing process, regardless if you sit on our couch and don't say something or not, because we know the right things to say to trigger you into stepping into your purpose. Because if you come sit on my couch, we're gonna do some work whether you quiet or not, because I'm gonna start pulling these cards on you. so we can start the healing process, you know. Okay, so we got the 9 of Cups and we got the 5 of Wands in reverse. So this person wants their, if this person wants their wishes to go through, this person has to find a peaceful solution, a creative expression, some way that they can transmute their energy. If this person is holding so much emotional baggage and anger, this person probably need to do yoga or go boxing or something. They need to start doing something if they're not ready to talk. It's many ways to transmute energy. You just don't have to be demonic, you know, and project your pains on other people. And that's, thank you, Spirit, that's what the Spirit is trying to say. It's time to change your perspective. It's trying to change your perspective and trust yourself. Trust that what you are doing is helping you in the long run. Okay, give me about 2. Yeah, we got the Hierophant. This talks about having those ethics or building those moral or building your character. That's what the Most High is trying to teach this person. All is not lost. You just got to change how you looking at it. You know how some people, they always have something good about saying everything, even though life be whooping their butt. You just got to change your perspective, because we having a human experience. Things are gonna happen, but we also have all the tools in our possession and within our spiritual body to get through anything. But society don't want us to see that, because if we see how we can get through any situation using our natural abilities and talents, then society can't control us. So they want us to overindulge in vices. They want us to overindulge in partnerships that make us unbalanced, so that they can continue to control the narrative, so that you won't find your real purpose, so that you won't find wish fulfillment. They're doing that intentionally. But you have to think about self. You have to think about if you want something that's worth having in the long run, not trying to people please or be there for other people that probably gonna fall off. Mask in reverse, roller coaster in reverse, wish fulfillment that's going to fall off as you continue your journey. Okay, give me about 3 more and we're going to let it go. I don't want to get too deep, because you get too deep, people start getting bored. They don't like too much of the truth. Yeah, throat chakra in reverse. This person got to speak up or write it out. And then we got three of Wands in reverse. This person is going to continue to be blocked until they find a way to speak up, tell what happened or what's going on with them, so that they can balance their emotions out internally, so that they can start walking into their north node. So this person is currently stuck in their south node because they refuse to open up. But I promise y'all, everybody around them is still living their life where they are still being blocked off, feeling not safe, feeling uneasy because they refuse to talk. They only hurting themselves at the end of the day. Can I get 2 more? Yeah, Fool in reverse. They can't move on. They're not going to be able to move on, or they're going to be walking through life with repressed emotions, being in regret. Being in regret. Look at this energy, y'all. Fool in reverse. Not tapping into their energy child, living in regret. This is Scorpio energy. Things are not going to be able to transform until they tap into their inner child, or until they heal their inner child. And I seen another card that says whole inner growth in reverse. This person is stopping themselves from getting what they deserve. It already popped out that their fate, their destiny is already here, waiting for them to step into it, waiting for them to listen to the download that the Most High is seeing them. But they are blocked out from everything that's loving, healing energy, healing downloads, anything healing, or they don't even know what the right love is because they have blocked their heart off. How can you hear from spirit when spirit is unconditionally loving if your heart is not open to receive? You have to be open to receive, so when you know when something that's positive is speaking to you, you are able to accept it. You are able to change your perspective so that it can help you balance this situation out. Yeah, because this person does, whoever this is, they have a destiny. They have a destiny that is very much fulfilling, but things are moving slow for this person until this person step into their power. Okay? So we gonna leave. Yeah, we got the 10 of Pentacles, Knight of Pentacles in reverse, Queen of Wands, and we got the 10 of Cups. They have a destiny. Things are just moving slow. Things are blocked off right now because this person got to do the inner work. Because they got to do the inner work. Okay? So I'm going to leave it right there. I'm not going to push it too much. I hope this helps somebody. And it's all about how you look at the situation, y'all. Y'all have to change your perspective about the situation, or it's not going to change. Okay? We're going to leave it right there. I'm going to talk to y'all later. Bye.